Have you noticed how confusing money feels right now? Not just expensive, not just tight, but confusing. You hear people talking about new IRS rules. You hear 2026 thrown around, and suddenly it feels like something important is happening. But nobody is explaining it in a way that actually makes sense to you. Maybe you're retired, maybe you're close to retirement, maybe you're still working, but you're tired, and every dollar matters more than it used to. And you're wondering one simple thing: is this another change that quietly costs me money? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Most big tax changes don't feel big at first. They don't show up with alarms or warnings. They show up later, in a smaller refund, a bigger tax bill, or a benefit that doesn't stretch as far as it used to. And that's exactly why so many people are uneasy about the new IRS tax rules coming in 2026. On the surface, it sounds technical, boring even, just another update. But when you look closer, you realize something important. These rules don't just affect high earners, they don't just affect accountants, they affect retirees, they affect people on fixed incomes, they affect disabled Americans, and they affect older workers who are still earning a paycheck because retirement alone isn't enough. If that sounds like you, stay with me, because this isn't about scaring you, it's about clarity. I want you to imagine a real situation. You file your taxes like you always do, nothing fancy, same income sources, same expectations, and then something feels off. Your refund is smaller than usual, or your taxes owed are a little higher, not devastating, but enough to make you stop and say, wait, what changed? That moment is what we're talking about today. The IRS isn't announcing a dramatic tax hike for retirees, but it is changing how income is counted, how thresholds work, and how certain benefits and earnings interact behind the scenes. And if you don't understand those changes ahead of time, they can feel like a shock when they finally show up. So let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like tax rules were written for someone else? Someone younger, wealthier, or living a very different life than yours? That feeling isn't wrong, because many of the rules we're still using today were designed decades ago, before inflation hit this hard, before people lived longer in retirement, before so many Americans had to rely on a mix of Social Security, small pensions, part-time work, and savings just to stay afloat. And that's where 2026 comes in. The IRS isn't changing things randomly. These updates are happening because the system is being adjusted to a new reality. But adjustments can help some people and quietly hurt others. And right now, a lot of headlines are talking around this issue, not through it. So here's what I want to do with you today. Slow this down, strip away the jargon, and walk through what's really changing, who it affects, and why it matters to your daily life. No panic, no hype, just clear explanations, real examples, and honesty. Because once you understand how these new rules work, they stop feeling mysterious. And when something stops feeling mysterious, it stops feeling scary. Now, to understand what's coming in 2026, we need to rewind for a moment. We need to talk about why the IRS is making changes at all, and how we quietly got to this point without most people even noticing. To understand why the IRS is changing anything at all, you have to step back for a moment. Not to last year, not even to 5 years ago. You have to go back to how the tax system was originally built. Most of the rules that still govern retirement income today were written for a very different world, a time when people retired once, stopped working completely, and lived mostly on a pension and Social Security. Inflation was lower, life expectancy was shorter, and far fewer people depended on a patchwork of income sources just to stay stable. That world doesn't exist anymore. Today, millions of people over 60 are doing something the system was never designed for. They're retired, but still working a little. They're collecting Social Security while drawing from savings. They're disabled, but earning just enough on the side to survive. And all of that creates friction inside a tax system that still thinks in old categories. For years, the IRS has been quietly flagging this problem, not in headlines, not in press conferences, but in internal reports, in technical guidance, in small temporary adjustments that never quite kept up with reality. Then inflation hit, not the kind of inflation you barely notice, the kind you feel every time you buy groceries, the kind that pushes fixed incomes closer to the edge without anyone officially cutting a benefit. And that's when the pressure started to build, because when inflation rises, income thresholds start to matter a lot more. A benefit that was mostly untaxed 10 years ago suddenly crosses a line. A small cost of living adjustment pushes someone into a different bracket, even though their buying power hasn't actually improved. From the outside, it looks like nothing changed, but inside the tax code, everything feels tighter. This is where Congress and the IRS enter the picture. Over the past few years, lawmakers have directed the IRS to modernize how income is defined and reported, not to raise taxes across the board, but to realign rules that were drifting out of sync with real life. That sounds harmless, even reasonable. But here's the part that makes people nervous. When rules are realigned, someone always notices the difference first, and it's usually not the wealthiest Americans. It's retirees who fall just above a threshold. It's disabled individuals whose benefits interact with small amounts of earned income. It's older workers who assumed the system would treat their situation the same way it always had. The IRS doesn't call these changes cuts. They call them adjustments, timing changes, threshold updates, reporting refinements. But to someone living month to month, those words don't matter as much as the result. And this is where confusion sets in. Because if you ask most people what's changing in 2026, they can't tell you. They've heard something is coming. They've seen headlines hinting at new IRS rules. But nobody has clearly explained what those rules actually do in real life. That lack of clarity creates anxiety. People start asking questions like, is my Social Security going to be taxed more? Will my refund shrink? Should I stop working part-time? Did I miss something important? And when there are no clear answers, rumours rush in to fill the gap. That's why it's important to be very precise here. The IRS is not flipping a switch in 2026 and rewriting the entire tax system overnight. What's happening is more gradual and more subtle than that. Some thresholds are being updated. Some definitions of income are being clarified. Some interactions between benefits and earnings are being recalculated in ways that reflect today's economy, not the economy of the 1990s. On paper, it looks technical. In practice, it affects how much of your income is considered taxable, when it's counted, and how it's reported. And that difference, even when it's small, can ripple through your finances, especially if you rely on consistency, especially if you plan carefully, especially if surprises hit harder now than they did earlier in life. This is why 2026 matters more than it sounds. It's not about one dramatic rule. It's about a series of quiet shifts that add up. And here's the key thing most people haven't been told yet. These changes don't affect everyone the same way. Some people will barely notice them. Some people may actually benefit. And some people will feel a pinch and wonder why nobody warned them earlier. That's the line we're about to cross next, because once you understand who falls into which group, the new IRS rules stop feeling random. They start making sense. And more importantly, you start seeing where you fit in this picture. This is the point where most people lean in a little closer, because once you get past the background and the explanations, the real question becomes very personal. What does this actually do to me? And this is where the 2026 IRS rules start to separate people into very different experiences. Let's start with retirees who rely mostly on Social Security. If your income is primarily Social Security and maybe a small pension or a little savings interest, you may not see a dramatic change. In fact, for many people in this group, the core protections stay in place. Social Security itself is still treated the same way at a base level. There is no new rule saying your entire benefit suddenly becomes taxable. That fear has been circulating, but it's not accurate. What is changing is how additional income interacts with those benefits. Because when the IRS updates income thresholds and reporting rules, even small amounts of extra income can matter more than they used to. A cost of living increase that looks helpful on paper can quietly push total income across a line, not because you're doing better in real terms, but because the system measures income, not purchasing power. Now let's talk about retirees with modest additional income. This is one of the most sensitive groups. People who have Social Security, plus a small pension, plus maybe some IRA withdrawals or interest income, nothing extravagant, just enough to stay afloat. Under the updated rules, the timing of when income is counted starts to matter more, a withdrawal taken in 1 year instead of another. Interest paid a little earlier than expected. A one-time adjustment that looks harmless. Each of these things can change how much of your income is considered taxable in that year. For many people, the result isn't a massive tax bill. It's a smaller refund than expected, or a balance due when there wasn't one before. And that's often what feels upsetting, not the amount itself, but the surprise. Now let's talk about disabled individuals. This group often gets overlooked in these conversations, and that's a mistake. People receiving disability-related benefits often walk a very narrow line. They may earn limited income. They may receive assistance that interacts with tax rules in complicated ways. When reporting definitions are updated, even without benefit cuts, it can change how income is classified. That doesn't mean benefits disappear, but it can affect taxes owed, reporting requirements, or the timing of payments. And when someone is already managing health concerns and financial limits, even small changes can feel overwhelming. Now we come to older workers, people in their 60s and 70s who are still working, not because they want luxury, but because retirement alone isn't enough. This is where some of the most noticeable changes can appear. When wages, Social Security, and retirement income are all in the picture, the IRS has to decide how those streams interact. Updated rules clarify that interaction. In some cases, that clarity helps. In others, it means income that was once lightly taxed is now counted more fully. Again, not as a punishment, but as a recalibration. And here's something important. Some people will actually come out ahead. Certain deductions and adjustments are being updated in ways that help lower and middle-income households, especially those whose income looks higher on paper than it feels in real life. But here's the honest truth. Most people won't feel this as a headline moment. They'll feel it when they file, when the numbers don't line up the way they used to, when something feels different, but it's hard to explain why. And that's why understanding this now matters. Because once you see the pattern, it becomes predictable. You stop blaming yourself. You stop assuming you did something wrong. You realize the system moved, and you're just adjusting to the new position. The key thing to remember is this: these changes are not designed to target retirees or disabled Americans. But they do affect them differently because the system was never built with today's reality in mind. And once you accept that, the fear starts to ease. Because clarity replaces confusion, and clarity gives you back a sense of control. Now, the final piece of this story is timing, when this actually shows up in your life. So let's talk about timing, because this is where a lot of unnecessary worry starts. Even though these IRS rule changes are tied to 2026, most people won't wake up one day and feel an instant hit. This doesn't arrive with a single letter in the mail. It shows up slowly. You notice it when you file your taxes, when a refund is a little smaller than you expected, when income is counted slightly differently than it used to be. And that's important to understand because it means you're not missing some urgent deadline right now. The IRS is phasing these updates in carefully. They're adjusting systems, guidance, and reporting methods over time, not all at once. For many people, the impact will be mild. For some, it may even be neutral. And for others, it will simply require awareness, not panic. The biggest mistake would be reacting to rumours instead of facts, because headlines often make these changes sound harsher than they really are. In reality, this is about alignment, bringing an outdated system closer to how people actually live today. If you're retired, the key takeaway is this: your benefits aren't being taken away, but the way income is measured around them is evolving. If you're still working, it's not a signal that you did something wrong. It's a sign that the system is catching up to a reality it ignored for too long. And if you're on a fixed or limited income, you're not alone in feeling cautious. Millions of Americans are navigating the same uncertainty. The most powerful thing you can do is stay informed. Not overwhelmed, not fearful, just informed. Because when you understand what's changing and why, the unknown loses its power. And that's exactly what we do here. We slow things down, we explain what matters, and we make sure you're not left guessing about your own future. If you want calm, clear updates like this as these rules move closer, stay connected, subscribe, stay informed, and take care of yourself. You've earned clarity.